Okay, so you're the bassist here?
I am the bassist with the Deftones at this point in time, yes.
Perfect. So, we got a couple of questions today.
Mm-hmm.
So, could you explain and show us what kind of equipment you use?
Basically, the heart of my system is right over here. I use Guitar Rig. I'm currently using Guitar Rig version 3. And that's where I get all of my tones, my oscillation, my effects, everything goes through here. I have a head. This isn't the head that I normally use, but I just use these for power. And obviously cabinets, mainly for monitoring, but everything happens within this laptop.
Okay, so what is it? What kind of brands you use? I see MacBook here.
I use MacBook. I use, like I said, Guitar Rig, and I use Ampeg amplifiers. And I use, for basses, I use Fender Jaguars.
Okay. So what kind of equipment do you use in the studio?
The same. The reason that why I use Guitar Rig is because it's software based. It allows me to build presets and all of my things without signal loss, and then I can take that into the studio environment. I build them at home. I can listen to them on headphones. Like I have full stacks in my bedroom. I take it into the studio environment. I record with that. Those exact same presets transfer to the stage, and that's it. It's all contained. And it's all backed up, various hard drives and whatnot. And it just allows for a lot of convenience. I use a lot of effects and a lot of different things, a lot of different sounds for songs and stuff, especially on the new record. Yeah.
Perfect, which makes it's everything very convertible and...
It's totally convertible, exactly. So I do use a lot of effects. If I were to have to have them in pedal form, it'd be a large array, and it'd be complicated. I do a lot of multiple effect switching simultaneously. So I'm not trying to be like this, I have it set up in such a way that allows me, with the ease of a one click, I can do multiple switching, I guess. That.
Okay, so when you're working on stage, don't you think it's a risk to have a computer on stage?
Not at this point, because Macs are very reliable. I have more trouble with my basses than I have with my computer, and all my basses are brand new. And basically, before I DJ as well, and I had long since transferred over to Serato and things like that, and I found them to be quite reliable, actually. And again, they're reliable to the point where even my sounds are the same from place to place. I don't have to alter things, and I don't have to alter pedals per song. You know what I mean? Like everything's good to go, right? It takes setup, obviously, but at that point, it's good.
Setup is hard, but then afterwards,
not even
it's
hard.
straight of the box.
It's not hard. It's because I'm building them up song by song. So you build a song. Let's say if I have a phaser pedal, I have 50 different settings for different songs. If I had one pedal, I'd have to manually do that in between songs, and convenience.
Okay, so talking about being a bassist, do you have any personal heroes?
As a bass player, I mostly don't like a lot of bass players, to be honest, because they are I don't know why, they don't really move me. I like Robbie Shakespeare, Sly and Robbie. I like Harley Flanagan, Cro-Mags. And I like Geezer Butler, Black Sabbath. And that's about it, man.
Quite a different range.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the best record ever released in your opinion?
That's subjective. You can't really. There is no such thing. I think everything has value. There's 4 billion people on this planet. I don't really, you know what I mean? It's not even about a best record. It's about really a record is a part of a whole. A record doesn't have intrinsic value. It has the value that it has to the person and the person making it. It doesn't really apply. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Not to be vague. I'm not trying to be vague. I'm not trying to.
I understand.
But it's not about that. Even shit that sucks. You put it in the right place. Thing that I hate. I realize its value. I realize that it means something. Yeah,
I got you on that one. Okay, so any person that is especially valuable for you when turning to a professional?
Oh, for me, when I became to do that?
Exactly.
God, I have a lot of friends, in New York. I went back in New York and I came up through the hardcore scene. And it was a lot of people that in that scene, in the New York hardcore scene, a lot of bands and a lot of people who were encouraging, who were helpful in just terms of showing me, just like what to do in terms of just like getting equipment and what gear they like. I have so many things in terms of that. It's hard to put it on any given person, and they're mostly like people that are my friends from around the way. So it's not like people I would say, this person. You might as well say bumblefuck. It doesn't really matter. You wouldn't know. You know what I mean? But it's just like the people in your community, like what it is. You have your friends, your family say, hey, do this, do that. And you're like, all right, a little encouragement here and there from a lot of places makes you believe that you should just continue on.
Well, thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
Have a great gig.
Thank you kindly.